Buenas tardes. Good afternoon, everybody. We're going to start shortly. We appreciate you guys being here in time. The program, the main objective of the program is to celebrate the hard work you all did this year, both at the Neighborhood Academy and the MyCity Academy, in the middle of incredible odds, dealing with this terrible COVID that touched every one of us. We still had the meetings and we still participated. You attended the meetings, you participated, and took advantage of this opportunity that it gives you a chance to learn more about the city, and it gives us a chance to get your feedback on how to make the city better for everyone. So we appreciate you all being here, and I know that people are going to be coming in slowly, but we want to make sure that we get started because we want to celebrate that you're here. And there is food to be ate, so if we don't have time, it's going to go to waste, and we don't want to do that. So my name is Fabian Bedne, and together with Kathy, we run the Neighborhood Academy, and Mr. Mohammed Shukri Hassan is the Director of Neighborhoods, and he runs the MyCity Academy. And obviously you all know Mayor Cooper that is joining us there, and he's going to come later to celebrate your participation. But that's what I have to say. Thank you so much for being part of the Neighborhood Academy. And I also wanted to say that for those of you that participated, the objective of the Academy was for you to learn from the city, but also for you to propose policies. And one of the policies that you all proposed, which would have be a common sense solution to an issue, the NDOT, the Nashville Department of Transportation, told me that they are going to implement it, and that is to make sure that every time we put a bus shelter somewhere, that we have a crosswalk connected to the closest sidewalk. So I appreciate it seems like common sense, but that's the thing that having you guys that are in the neighborhoods and using the city every day, we benefit from that feedback from you all. So thank you for participating, and we're going to continue trying to implement the other recommendations. And with that, I want to call Mohammed to come forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fabian. Once again, I want to thank you guys this evening for being here, and most importantly, for really preserving through COVID and attend maybe what is for the first time in the city's history, the Zoom academies. Prior to that, as you know, we used to come together as humans. And I want to talk about the whole concept of academies. As many of you guys know, Mayor Cooper really is big on neighborhoods and investing in neighborhood. And at the heart of that is the humans, the people, the neighborhood leaders. So MyCity Academy has been in place for a while, and the whole idea is that creating leadership pipeline, especially new Americans, as many of you guys know, our metro schools have kids in the system that come from families that speak 100+ language. This year's cohort, they come from 15 different countries, and they are 25 individuals. And just seeing these people interact with a department head on a Zoom and then talk to them among themselves, someone from Costa Rica and someone from Lebanon, it's just amazing in building that human connection and them collaborate in the neighborhoods. I've seen someone in the group recruit PTO and parents. Where's Elizabeth Hyde? She constantly talk about MMPS and her involvement and educate other parents. So the whole idea is that how can we help each other as community leaders, community members participate in the life of our city? And then the idea is pin up where my colleague Kathy and Fabian identify neighborhood leaders. That MyCity is all new Americans, people who weren't born in Nashville, they're called Nashville, but they identify leaders who are from receiving community, people who have been welcoming these neighbors and design this whole neighborhood academy. And the two is now working together, and tonight, for the first time, we're having a neighborhood academy graduation and MyCity Academy graduation, and I just can't wait all the good things you guys will be doing with all the things you guys learned the past 9 months. So with that, I would love to pivot and just say that thank the Leaf, the restaurant, New American owned, for providing requirement, and also want to acknowledge the Mayor's New American Advisory Council, who helped me identify these community leaders to be part of this MyCity Academy. So with that, I would love to welcome Mayor Cooper. He don't need no introduction for him to have his remarks.
Thank you very much. I may circle around here for a moment, and I'm really glad to see each of you. I do want to have a special shout out to Fabian and Mohammed and Scott and Kathy. COVID was hard on mayor's offices too, as it is on the city. Probably I should add to my shout out, I want to thank Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. And then a very special person to me, Brenda Haywood, is here, our deputy mayor. She's the reason I ran for mayor. I wasn't going to do it without her, and I'm grateful for her being my partner in doing that, as we are. Hey, Ruby. Every office, every city needs a little bit of inspiration. Brenda is ours, in the sense of that we're going to try to do the right thing every day, in every way that we can. But I'm here to celebrate you, and to celebrate your determination to help make Nashville great. Now, we're a city, but it's you that make a community. And part of this graduation is really saying to you, this is your town. Get involved, make it great. Hopefully, in the program, you've seen tools to help make it your town, to be responsive to your community. Nashville is a different place than it was, and it's richer and more diverse and going to be even better with your help and participation. Now, the MyCity Academy was the first program of its kind in the U.S. when it began 9 years ago. And you belong, each of you, to a very distinguished group of alumni who've come through the Academy. And the combination of MyCity and My Neighborhood Academy is a great thing because ultimately we all live in neighborhoods. You may tell people that you're from Nashville, but really you're from Nolensville Road, Joelton, Hermitage, Donaldson, different parts of Nashville. It's where your family and friends connect. But your achievement today, I'm grateful for, but I'm pretty selfish. It's Nashville that it's going to benefit, and all the neighborhoods it's going to benefit. And we need your leadership to go back and work in your neighborhood and help us be connected. I don't know that the modern world is that good for some things. I mean, it's super great for 500 channels on TV, but it does not necessarily make us more connected as a community with neighbors and family members and faith members. So you're going to have that hard job. Kathy and Mohammed and Scott and Fabian, they have a hard job. Is how do you keep a community in an environment which is a little bit hostile to that? It's easy to be very isolated. Social media may be just what happens when you can combine anonymity and some level of isolation. And I think we all feel some level of isolation, and if we're only connecting with each other through an essentially anonymous social media platform, we can see where that's not going to be a good thing. The whole country has seen that as being not necessarily a good thing. And so you've got a culture that makes community harder, but for the individual heroic efforts of each one of you, that could be terrible. But with each of you, we have a player on the field that can reverse that. Now, the last 18 months were super challenging for Nashville. You had a tornado, a pandemic, you had the Christmas Day bombing, you had a derecho, the burning of the courthouse. But we've shown our resilience. We had a financial crisis at the beginning of that too, but we have come through that, and we're investing in the community. Our teachers are now the best paid in the state of Tennessee. which is fantastic. We've solved the digital divide for our school kids. You know, that was going to be kind of 10 years of not being able to kind of quite get over the digital divide, so that our kids are going to be, as we need them to be, equipped for all these great new jobs that are coming to Nashville. And our training and our help for our kids, I think we've got the opportunity that each of you, there was a very prominent urbanologist who was speaking in Nashville last week, and he said, really the most important decision you make in your life is where you live. Yes, your spouse is very important, but who your spouse is really also often very determined by who you met where you live. And if you live in the right place, there is a lot of opportunity, and there's culture, and there's growth, and there's like-minded people, and there's a high quality of life. And if we're on it, we can make that completely true in Nashville. We're number one in the United States in investor demand. What does that mean? That's where people want to invest money in Nashville. Well, that's a very good thing, but we have to harness that to benefit everybody in the community, and not just a few people in the community. It has to benefit each one of your communities. How do we do that? Well, that's hard, but it's going to be only accomplished through working with each other and with the tools that you now have been exposed to in MyCity Academy. Now, that success is going to be shared work, but we need everybody in town to feel welcome and to participate in this great new future that we're going to build, because we're all living in the right place. And that's only going to be the right place because you help us build a sense of community. That you go back to your church, your mosque, your neighborhood, and keep people involved. Now, the city needs you. There are volunteer boards and commissions that look after so much of Nashville. And it is with volunteer work looking after these boards and commissions. And those boards and commissions need to be as diverse as our community and as responsive to all our new communities. I mean, and you've got in Nashville, Mohammed was mentioning, it's more than 100 languages in school. You're dealing with all these different communities. And, you know, only in America could something like this work. It's easy to be concerned about the future of our country, but I'm just telling you, only in America are you making more than 100 different languages work out in your schools, right? Only in America are we going to be able to create the kind of economic opportunity for our children and our grandchildren that I think we all agree is necessary and essential. I mean, I do have a hard time with people kind of, yes, America itself has had challenges, what country hasn't? But only in America are we making it out, and I think we're going to do a better job. And we have, in a way, we think of it as a challenge, but really it's our opportunity for greatness. But it only works with you doing what you did, getting connected, paying attention to your neighbors, working together, looking beyond the division and into the opportunity that's being created by this city, and we are all in the right place to live. Now, this is a graduation, but I need this to be just the beginning, right? Just the beginning of your involvement in this city. I'm going to need your help. Muhammad's going to need your help in getting the next great class together, get the next great group. It doesn't stop here. Pay it forward, pass it along, get inclusive, add more people. And let's not make city government be some, behind the door, only for them, I'm not involved. Let's make city government work for everybody. And Fabian, who I was on the council with, he's given his whole life in politics pretty much to that goal, would you not say? That's what we're interested in, and having you be part of that journey together is just super inspiring for us. Kathy, I can't, it's a different Nashville than the one you and I grew up with, and the trick is to communicate that it's going to be an even better Nashville. and the rising tide is going to raise more boats, and her daughter's life is going to be even better than Kathy's life, and her granddaughter's life is going to be even better than that. And that happens with community. So with that, thank you for having me today. Thank you for letting me convey my personal thanks. This whole Zoom thing, I'm very apologetic for. I know it was not easy. You'll always be able to remember what year you did the class, right? And if there are other years that have masks and Zoom in the future, will God help all of us, as she will when the time comes, but I hate to think that that might be part of that. So thank you all very much, and my thanks to you for doing this.
Thank you, Mayor Cooper. We're now going to do certificates.
Okay.
Our graduation certificates. Fabian, we'll start with the Neighborhood Academy, and then we'll go to MyCity.
Okay. Can I have Sharon Baker come forward?
Barker.
Mayor?
Okay,
yes, right.
how are you? Thank you very much. Here we've got Michael to take our picture. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. Next is Leslie Boone.
Very good.
And I apologize if I ruin everybody's name.
The Daniel. Very good. Thank you so much. I'm just a little bit late. There you go. Thank you.
Mr. Jasper Hendricks. I think I said that name right. There you go.
Okay. Great. Thank you, sir. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Miss Lisa Leclerc. There you go, Maya. It's good to see you.
I know.
Yeah, we're in the same room.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. This was terrific.
Not through the room.
Yeah, let's not do that anymore. Yes, yes, thank you.
So much.
Next one is Sam Williams. Go, Maya.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this. Yeah, we'll hold this. Thank you for all your effort.
Miss Susan Rutherford. Mayor.
No? Thank you so much for all of your work.
Wonderful, it really was. Thank you.
And the last one is Virginia Rogen, and we are going to mail the certificates to the people that are watching on WebEx. So don't worry about it. If you couldn't make it, we'll make sure you get it. Thank you, Virginia.
Virginia,
Nice to see you again.
thank you so much for this. I hope it was fun. Appreciate it. Thank you.
And now it's the turn for MyCity Academy. So I'd love to first call Kevin Madondo.
Oh, thank you. Kevin, thank you.
Elizabeth Hines.
Thank you so much.
Camille Dalk. Veronica Salgado. Juan Rashid. Yvonne Davila. Zahira Ahmed. Richard Pons de Leon.
Everybody's staying. Yeah. How are you? Thank you so much for doing all this.
Carolina Sanchez. And Teferi Phantom.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you very much. Thank you for all of your work.
Take a picture.
There you go.
Thank you, Mayor. Again, I want to say thank you to all of you guys that participated in the Neighborhood Academy as well as the MyCity Academy. This has been a long 7 months of webbing and Zooming, and we finally get to see that you have legs. So, again, I thank the mayor for giving us the opportunity to bring the new Neighborhood Academy into the city, and actually, hopefully, you will share with others as well, so that they can we can get a bigger class next year. But I do want to mention I saw Ruby. Where's Ruby? Okay, there's Ruby. So we had a great, amazing team that worked with us and helped us put this together. Fabian and I thought about this in 2019 when we both came to the office and wanted to basically bring a neighborhood academy like the MyCity Academy. So Ms. Pearl, Ms. Ruby, and there were a few others. If you guys will stand, because you guys helped us put this on the map.
Yeah.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information on this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.